everybody, hope you're having a wonderful day today. I have a review on the Beatnik digital percussion stomp box from Ortega. So Ortega just contacted me from my contact bastion. Here's his card right here. And he said, hey, we saw that you had done a review on the horse kick a number of years ago. Would you do a review on this, a demo? I said, yeah, sure, send it over. And so then they sent this over here along with a package of other goodies. So I just unboxed this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some time to play around with this, come back, and then we'll demo. This is the Ortega Digital Stomp Box Beatnik. It has two pre-programmed sound effects, stadium bass drum, which is the A switch, and then snare plus tambourine combination, which is the B switch. It's velocity sensitive. It has a digital processor that's controlled, a sweeping volume control, a 1/4-inch input and output, solid metal housing, non-slip bottom rubber coating on the bottom, and it's powered by two AA batteries that has an operation time of approximately 80 hours. So I plugged this into my amp right here, and I put the AA batteries right here. We have the non-slip kind of rubbery grip down at the bottom, which is really nice because you don't want it to shift around. Now, if you're looking for some extra security and you have a pedal board already, I suggest that you mount it with Velcro. I have a pedal board. I mount everything with Velcro because I just want it in its place, especially if you are tapping this with your foot. You don't want it to move. Extra security, extra Velcro, just some food for thought there. You can feel that there's a little stopper right at 12 o'clock, which is really nice because then you know, okay, I'm right at mid volume, and then I can bring it up just a little bit, bring it back, dial it back just a little bit. It's just really nice. It has that extra just click in the middle. You'll feel it when you turn it. You're gonna feel a little stopper, and then you can turn it over so that you won't blow everybody out of the water or yourself out of the water, so to speak, if you've cranked it too high. All you do is you push the button to change the settings. So that's the tambourine and snare combo, and it is touch sensitive. So if, it depends upon how hard you stomp. But it is touch sensitive, so if you want to be just a little bit louder on something to emphasize certain things, you most certainly can, but then you can also dial it back just depending upon the dynamics of your song. And then we try the kick. It's very robust to me, like that big, loud. So it's stadium bass drum. It does sound like just a really big bass drum. It's something that you would want. Boo, 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 boo. Back in the day, before they had these wonderful pedals, I remember there was a student of mine that told me about a woman that led worship with her guitar, and she had a real kick drum with the actual kick drum that she would keep the beat with, along with her friend who was also playing an instrument. So it was just a two-person band. She was keeping the beat with that kick drum, but I think that's really, really cool, but it might be one harder to mic, a little bit harder to control the sound because, if you're in an acoustic setting and it's a small acoustic setting, you got this big old bass drum, you may end up having to crank the other instruments up and your voice up a little bit more. It just depends upon the venue, but it's just a little harder to control that sound. With this, you can just slip this in your guitar case, and it's just really, really convenient. And then the sound people, if you're hooked up to a PA or even your amp, you can control that sound. How loud do you really want it to be? How soft do you want it to be? So there's just some convenience there, in my opinion. So it's nice that you can have this kind of indie folk moment in your music and a connection with the audience this way, adding that backbeat to something that maybe just needs that oomph to it without having to lug your bass drum. Now, I'm finding this on some websites for $98. I'm sure that varies upon, where you live. Maybe there's a little bit more, a little bit less, but from what I'm seeing online, it's $98. And so you have to weigh the pros and cons of, how often are you going to use this pedal? I think that's pretty standard for a pedal. Like if I'm buying an overdrive pedal, that's like $89, $110. So $98, I think that is a fair price for what you're getting. It also depends upon how often you're going to use it. So you do have to weigh that, thinking, okay, am I going to spend $100 and use it all the time while I'm busking and things like that, or recording? So you have to weigh what you think would be best for you, but $98, that's pretty standard for a pedal. So let me know what you think of this in the comment section below. That's my favorite part of YouTube, is just reading your comments and interacting with you and just listening to your opinions. And if you have this, leave a comment about it, and I just really would love to know your opinion. So thank you so much for joining me, and remember, you are loved. Bye.